On May 28th, Namibia did something no other African country has ever done. It shut down the country to remember a genocide that Europe tried to erase. This wasn't just a ceremony. It wasn't just a symbolic gesture. It was a bold declaration that African lives lost under colonial rule matter and must be remembered. Shops were closed, schools were shut, flags flew at half-mast, and across the country, Namibians paused to honor the victims of a genocide that the world has tried for over a century to forget. Between 1904 and 1908, German colonial forces carried out a brutal campaign to exterminate the Herero and Nama peoples. It started with a rebellion and ended in one of the most calculated genocides in modern history. Tens of thousands were killed. Many were driven into the desert to die of thirst and starvation. Others were rounded up and sent to concentration camps. Yes, Germany was using those long before World War II. Women were raped. Children were experimented on. Skulls and body parts were shipped back to Europe for research. This wasn't war. This was annihilation. In 2021, Germany finally acknowledged the genocide and pledged over $1 billion in aid and development, but not reparations. They called it reconciliation. We'll get back to that. And yet, no official day of mourning, no international recognition until now. Namibia's decision to institutionalize memory, to make it a national holiday, says we would not be silent anymore. Now, as the first African country to dedicate a public holiday to a colonial era genocide, not a post-independence conflict, not a civil war, but a crime committed by a European empire against African lives on African soil. And that is historic.